Chííłchin.
This is Navajo Grandma, and we are going to learn about the same berries we've learned about, but a little more. And this is the one that you are familiar with, I believe. It is called Chííłchin. Okay, you need to enunciate that properly. It has a Chííłchin. Okay, Grandma's going to enunciate that for you. Has a okay, Chííłchin. Okay, great enunciation. The Chííłchin is a 3-leaf sumac, Rhus trilobata nut. Rhus trilobata grows along the western area of North America from the Pacific coast to the Great Plains. The alternate compound leaves with 3 leaflets can vary in size, shape, and margin. They turn reddish purple, brown, and orange in the fall. Okay, did you get that? Let you see what Grandma just read to you. Good information. So, you know your grandmother loves to draw, and this is what it looks like. Grandma sketched this for you, and so, this is the 3-leaf sumac, all right? And it has this little bunch of your sumac, and they're like in little funny bunches. They're not very big. They're about this. You get quite a little handful like this. I mean, a little amount. It's just they're not like the sumac back east where they're in a conal shape. Okay, these are just a little few here and there, and they're in little bunches on the stem here. And then again, this is the 3-leaf. Now you might there's some mistakes of some people thinking it's something else, but it is. You have to be careful. It's a 3-leaf sumac. All right, so there it is for that Grandma drew for you. Look at this. I have a whole bunch, and I can see some of the leaves, and I did break off a leaf, a little sample for you, but it's dried up. But this is what the sumac looks like. You see this? And usually they're in bunches like this, like Grandma showed you, in that picture. They're in just little bunches. They're not in conal shape. See? Do you understand? That's what they hang onto the onto the stem like that. And like I said, they come in little bunches like this. And look at this. Can you see really well? Grandma wants you to see this. So I'm going to show you how Grandma's going to clean this. Now, there's a lot of information that I want to share with you, and sometimes Grandma gets so carried away because she wants you to learn so much and understand so much. Now, here is, I'm going to read this to you first, and then I will show you. The Hopi, Navajo, and Pueblo people have mixed crushed sumac leaves, okay, and the twigs with yellow ochre, pine pitch to make black dye for wool baskets. Now let me show you. This is what it looks like. Ta-da! Look, see the black dye? That is basically what's being referred to. All right, we will carry on. Navajos fermented the berries to produce an orange-brown dye. And here goes again. If you remember when Grandma took the wool, her white wool, and she dyed it, sometimes it comes out a little darker when you use the sumac. And it's kind of funny because you can put iron, remember the mordants? You can throw a little, you know, left hook and get some strange colors. But so it has a little deeper brown. It varies, you know, with the strength of the berry and you know how much you're using. But this is the wool, and it has kind of a brownish, sometimes a deeper tint, okay, than this. Now this is the wool. Remember Grandma's, she sheared this. She basically made sure she cleaned it, washed it, carded it, and spun this. Remember? Okay. That's another part of the berry, how it can be used. Now, the berries are also fresh or dried. They can be brewed into a tea. All right? Vitamin C, amazing stuff. I know back east, the sumac that they use that are conal, and they're very furry. And what they do is that fur has all of the vitamin C in it, and that's what makes it really sour. And so they put that in like a, oh, do you know, like just regular tea in a pitcher with water, and they seep that, and oh man, it can really come out tasting like, you know, citric. It is lemonade, really like lemonade. You can do the same thing with this, but Grandma usually grinds hers, and then we put it in a container, and then we basically make sure that the seeds, you know, we pour that through a sieve and we drink it. It's wonderful. You can add sugar and things like that, or honey, whatever your choice is. You can eat the 3-leaf sumac raw, okay? This is wonderful to eat. It's sour. Your tongue will twist, your mind will twist. It's very sour, but it's wonderful. I grew up eating this. A lot of the Native Americans, Dene, love this. And they are acidic and very tart. They'll make your lips curl, but they're, oh, it's just wonderful to chew. And really, really good fiber. Sumac is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory spices. Now listen to this out there. It ranks high in the ORAC chart, packed with antioxidants with the ability to neutralize free radicals that can cause what? Cancer, heart disease, or signing of aging, like Grandma. So I'll tell you some other stuff that it does. And one thing you and I need to be careful of is I have the sumac allergy information, okay? And this includes, now I'm going to have you look at this one. This includes contact dermatitis and pollen allergy. Sumac is related to the cashew family and can cause a reaction for those with nut allergies. Okay, we need to remember that. This is really important for us to remember. We're going to talk about cosmetics. Okay, there's a lot of uses for sumac. And remember, don't forget the allergy information. The cosmetics basically says, and thanks to its regenerative properties, sumac benefits the skin and hair. You use you can use boiled sumac juice as a tonic twice a day, in the morning and the evening. It prevents acne and acne formation and delays aging. So guess what Grandma's gonna do? She's gonna be washing her face with sumac all day. Anyways, So then, when you get older, guess what? All the joys of life happens. Your hair starts to fall out. Your skin turns, it gets so thin. You get cold all of a sudden when you never did before. You guys, you young things, have such wonderful things to look forward to. You know, my dad used to say, now, Frankie, promise me something. I said, yes, Dad, what do you want? I'll promise you anything. What is it you want? And he says, I don't want you to ever get old. Well, guess what? La, it didn't work. Okay, so now we have a natural hair mask. Now, you boil 1 tablespoon of, sumac with one glass of water for 10 minutes. Make sure you use it warm, and you strain the sumac grains, because you're using the ones that you've ground in a coffee grinder, and so you strain the sumac grains, you apply the juice to your hair, you massage it really good in your hair, your scalp and your hair, and you leave it on for 30 minutes. Then you wash it out with shampoo. It doesn't make sense. You wash it out with shampoo, and you rinse. Hopefully you'll use something that, the type of natural shampoo. Because I was just thinking, I would use yucca, but yucca does the same thing the sumac does. So whatever your choice is, try not to use, some kind of weird Walmart brand, hopefully, so that you can keep the properties of this sumac, so that your scalp and your hair will, grow and be wonderful and beautiful. So then, next, we will talk about sumac has the nutrient content. Sumac has a nutrient content. There's vitamin C, B6, B1, and B2. It's filled with antioxidants, anti-inflammatory. Now, so we are going to make sumac pudding. Now remember, Grandma said, if you are allergic to nuts and cashews, don't eat this. Thank you. And I worry about people because I've been allergic to some things, and it wasn't fun because all of a sudden my tongue started feeling funny, and you just don't want to feel the way an allergy can kick in, and you don't know the severity of sometimes things that happen. We're not going to talk about anything worse than that. So don't eat sumac pudding or sumac unless if you have a nut allergy. Now, Grandma's going to be cleaning the sumac, and after I clean this, we're going to wash it and we're going to dry it, and then we are going to make lovely pudding. Now, I did in my previous video, I was way out in the hills and around this, the juniper, and which I love, but today we're going to kind of stay in the city, and Grandma will show you all of this. So we're not done.